So this is fishing, or at least this is how I've been doing fishing, with a reindeer hat and through ticking with the snow. It's pretty alright. I mostly enjoy it. When I first started doing fishing, once I stopped doing agility, I tried to do it with a knife and with eating, but just because of ping issues, I just found it completely non-viable to do that, and just too much effort to really be worth it. So I decided to try this out, and it's worked a whole lot better. I'm able to maintain around about 95k an hour pretty consistently if I'm concentrating. Oh, it's gonna fucking expire. No, cool. But yeah, it works on the same kind of principle on most other kind of 3-tick fishing or 4-tick fishing, or 3-tick woodcutting kind of methods, where gathering snow. So if I just see prance, and that lasts for like 12 ticks or something, and then gathering snow lasts for three. Actually, no, it's a lie. The initial gathering snow lasts for 3 ticks. Subsequent ones take longer, but basically I'm forcing that 3-tick cycle of the prancing onto the fishing cycle. And then fishing 8 fish, there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I get 8 fish per rotation, or 8 opportunities at fish. Then I drop in between with an imbue there, and it works out at roughly 95, 96k fishing, and about 15k magic. One of the downsides of it is that I have a really bad habit of counting the snow. So I will count to 8 in my head over and over again, and that makes it kind of difficult to do some things at the same time. Like right now I'm struggling to count and talk at the same time, so I'll probably end up making quite a few mistakes. Anybody who's talked to me on TeamSpeak might have noticed that I've been even less responsive than normal lately. It's difficult to type. I normally type like 2 letters at a time because I'm retarded and I can't multitask pretty much. But other than those couple of gripes, I like this method. I can click there, I can move my mouse around, go click something, come back, move my mouse around. I can read things, I can watch things. I can watch things while reading at the same time as doing this and still maintain a nice rate. And for the reasonably small increase that you get by cutting and eating in terms of XP, I don't see it being worth it for me personally, just because of the extra effort that comes with having to contend with the fact that there are no fucking Australian servers in this shit fucking video game. One day though, it'll be nice. You can actually make it less AFK if you want to by, I'll just switch to a sizable here. So you can drop between clicking on the spot and clicking on the snow. So if you do that, you probably want to move down to like a 5-tick cycle rather than a 5-fish cycle rather than an 8, to minimize the time spent. The time spent in 5 ticks. So yeah, you can do that. Another thing you can do is you can actually go ahead and fletch at the same time. You can make darts. I'm pretty bad at it, so you shouldn't really use me as an example, but click here, nope. Oh, fuck, I'll just post. I've got a nice little video that I'll post. where I'd actually do it properly and don't look like a downy who can't even click, and you'd be wondering how I'm even remotely high ranked. But yeah, you can fletch at the same time, and if you got good at it, you could probably get close to like 150k per hour using myth darts, because you probably do about 15,000. Yeah, I'm terrible at it. I fully admit that, and that's why I don't do it. Yeah, it's just food for thought if you want to go out of your way to make it less AFK, get some fletching XP, because for some reason you're not doing your fletching with agility. I don't know why you wouldn't, because agility is just easy to do fletching with, but I don't know. I also just don't want fletching XP. I have no desire to have a high fletching rank or any of that kind of stuff, so I don't fucking care. I've got no reason to do fletching. And also I guess I kind of enjoy this method. It's got a kind of rhythm to it. It's got a kind of mechanical feedback, I suppose. Like you've got your character moving and animating in the same kind of motions that you're making, in a similar way to how I felt about tagging at the quarry and making out dungeon doors. So like at the quarry, when you're tagging, you kind of move your mouse side to side as your character would move themselves side to side. And you'd get the sandstone, and then you'd bring your mouse down and you'd quickly drop those two rocks, and then you'd smack your mouse down onto the granite and you'd get the granite if you were lucky. And it just felt satisfying to me. It had just a nice feedback. I'm not really sure how to say it. And the same kind of thing I felt from dungeon doors, where your character would kind of move in the same way as you moved your mouse. So you'd move your mouse down when you destroyed, and at the same time your character would kind of drag down and rip the door off its hinges, and it would be gone. And then as you'd click to make a new door, you'd have this kind of smack of the hammer as you clicked, and I just thought it felt quite nice, and I get the same kind of feeling from this. So you've got the boop, down and smack, down and smack. It's one of the reasons why I have my imbue where I do, so that it doesn't interfere with any of that kind of animation, and you just get a nice, consistent, smooth animation the entire time. But yeah, I'm going to be doing this method pretty much exactly to 200 mil, which I should probably actually talk about the blog section of this video. So I am losing my spot. Just over 38 mil fishing, so I've done about 20 mil or so with this method, because I did a little bit of cutting and eating at the start, and then I've done some AFKing because I'm bad. I'm just over 50 mil magic, got that yesterday, which was kind of neat, pretty happy about that. What other skills I've been doing? Farming, so I think I'm about 38 mil. Yep, just under 38 mil. I'll get that in 2 hours, I think, until my inventory should be grown. Get 38 mil farming. I've still got all the saplings and shit banked for 50 mil, so I'll be there in about 2 months or so, which will be nice. And then, yeah, I've got 12 mil fishing to go, which is like 3 weeks or so at my current pace. And then at that point I'm going to do the same kind of crap that I did with agility, and I'll take breaks every 50 mil with my main skill to do other stuff. And what I want to do in that time is go and get 20 mil rune crafting, so that's about 2.5 mil XP. I'll probably make like 120 mil or so GP doing that. And then I'm going to buy myself some gear and some supplies to get to 15 mil Slayer or something, and then back to fishing, and get back to 100 mil, and then get to 20 mil Slayer, and carry on with that kind of pattern until I hit 200 mil, which will be nice, I suppose. Yeah, fishing's okay. I imagine by the end of the year I'll be somewhere around 100 mil fishing, probably more, depending on real life and how that kind of carry on plays out. Not much else to say really. I'm enjoying this. It's something different. It was a big shock for me coming out of agility, which is just the easiest shit in the world. Agility is so fucking easy to do. Like I find a piece of shit spot this one. I find it so easy to do like 15 hours of agility in a day, but doing 10 hours of this in a day is so much more taxing on me, just because it's more effort. And it was a big shock for me at about 20 mil fishing. I thought about going back to agility and just being a big bitch and doing 200 mil agility without fishing. But I don't know, I gave it another shot, and I've done the last good chunk of fishing without really having any thoughts like that again, so it's been nice. Yeah, just playing RuneScape really. I love it.